Hey, what's up guys, this is Marl here. Now after doing One Piece and My Hero Academia early in the afternoon, right earlier in the day, Food Wars came out between while I was in the middle of going through the process of these videos, and actually those two videos, and now here it is with 216. He carries the Polar Storm on his shoulders. I think that's what it was titled. No, it's taking the Polar Storm on his shoulders. So basically we're going to see how much the Polar Dormitory meant so much for Ishiki that he's going into this battle. We already went through Stone vs. Kunio-Kuni where Soma won, where Kunio-Kuni took the L. So now it's going to see how Ishiki versus against the new member Julio does in their second card. So let's go with it. And let's get round two with the second card. But first a flashback. A few months earlier. It seems like it'll work, don't you think? Let's try making our own original natural cheese. Come on, you can be cheese. I guess so. Cheese, huh? I'm pretty sure I'm going to get some high quality milk through my family connections, but I'm not sure about how to make cheese from scratch. We got a super strong teammate, Polar. Introducing Misaki Ryoko, a professional when it comes down to fermented foods. Any wise words for this big sis? Big sis? Sorry, I'm still in the middle of the researching the innovative methods regarding Japanese rice wine, so I'm pretty sleep deprived. Maori is also helping her. He's like out. I don't know. Whenever he gets into a very strange war, he's like the first person to be out. I don't know why. Let's try streaming for a little bit longer this time. Yeah, it sounds good. And probably increases the temperature along with that. Well, I guess let's try doing it by ourselves first. Okay. God, it's so heavy. This is where a man never thought smoking food involved so much heavy labor. These two got caught up with helping Ibisaki with smoking wood. How come Ibisaki even living this? Come on, we still got work to do. Time for us to get going. Give us a break. Oh, you see with that glint in his eye. A little bit of a sparkle. Very nice. Youthfulness at its prime. Quit staring and come in already. Just both of us. Now then, please help yourselves. This is my eel dish. Hitsumabushi Polar Star Dorm flavor. Hitsumabushi is a typical eel for over... Oh! It looks so tiny! No, but there's something more to it with the liquid over there. Something about that liquid seems very thing that's very key to this dish. It's small, but it's something. It's small. No, it's like apparently... Oh, it was like you poured the tea. Okay, that's how I think you poured the liquid. I'm not sure that's secretly tea or that's something else, but here's the thing. Hitsumabushi, a dish in which eel is dipped and broiled in a soy-based sauce, then finally sliced and spread over rice. At first it's eating as is, but later one can add condiments such as green onion and seaweed. Beyond that, one can even add broth or green tea, specifically sencha, to enjoy as a dish like okosuki, quite an entertaining dish that was multiple ways and stages of changing the flavor. It looks like a cheese risotto to me. The audience might be surprised on what he's made. More importantly, what the heck's the Polar Dorm flavor? I have no idea what the heck's going on. This is some dish he's brought out. Sorry about this, Soma-kun. I know that risotto's your specialty. Huh? Oh, not at all. I've never been so presumptuous. We just like to make rice dishes since we're a diner and all. Hey, more importantly, Shiki Senpai. That dish you made using... Okay, let me read that. That dish you made using ingredients made by us? The ingredients that we stored in the Polar Star dorm? That's right. I stole them with these very, very hands of mine. Don't just keep face while saying that. You can't just go and do that. Those were still in the trial stages. How could you do this? You're charming you when you're mad, Sakaki-kun. If you just pick up these and use whatever ingredients you can get your hands on, the flavor will never harmonize. Insultery, this is an insult to the match. Excuse me. I did it before this, so Barney. Now then, without further ado, we will begin the taste testing of Isagi Sochi's dish. Yeah, I just got a hiccup right there. Sorry. It appears that this was made using uncooked rice. It is indeed cheese risotto. It seems that the pot's contents are to be poured later on as a final stage and eaten that way. Oh, the heat of the rice is ardently melting the cheese, allowing the cheese to mingle with the eels up. Oh, here comes the first bite. Oh no, oh, so delicious. It's like torture. Oh my god, with the eels. Okay. The fan service of the series is just beyond, by this point, it's beyond anything I've seen. A fan service shot of her busting her tits out with two guys in the middle, and she is wrapped around slimy eels, and saying it's delicious, but it's also torture. The deciding factor for the risotto is the Japanese pepper. What's causing this overflowing delicious taste? And I think I have like a bit of a small migraine, I guess. A sharp and striking aroma is drying out only in the richest mellow flavor of the cheese. It allows the tastiness of the eel to explode. And the key factor hiding in the shadows who connects them all together is the garlic. Garlic? And I spit at my desk. Garlic? But using garlic in Japanese cuisine is particularly unheard of. Those are the small garlic chips created by our very own underclassmen. These chips smoked with walnut wood really enhance the flavor of seafood. Sprinkling them on as a topping gives the dish a nice crunchy texture. And most importantly, this eel was dipped and broiled Kansei style. Okay, there's a lot more to that. Well, there's a bit of a box text here. If you stream it, the fat and grease comes off, and it turns out light and fluffy. Ah. Okay. And top it all off, it's filled with Isagi-kun's passion and efforts, and soaking with Aoki-kun and Sato-kun's sweat and hard work. Its deliciousness is undeniable. And he just poses so elegantly. But then, what's inside this? Eel liver soup? The processed eel's liver along with garlic chips and olive oil. Then I added in the sake made by Sakaki-kun and Marie-kun. Weed for the alcohol to boil. And then added dried banana stoke. And the nicely melted cheese made by Yoshida-kun and Nikimi-kun. A wonderful taste is born. Aftertaste is born. He pours in Shirsu-kun. Take a taste of this dish, and if you believe it to be delicious, you're going to apologize for the insults you slung at the residents of the Polar Star dorm. And look at all that smoke! Look at that smoke coming out of that dish. Even I would be intimidated by that if I was a student of this school. I can't comprehend this. Using garlic and cheese in Japanese cuisine? Ichiki, there are limits to how far you can stray from the boundaries of common sense. But this is just the tip of the iceberg for me, you know? For instance, utilizing common and classic French sauces in Japanese cuisine is one of my specialties. I'll use whatever ingredients or cuisines I have at my disposal as long as there's a chance that I can create something new. Foie gras, truffles, lower temperatures, Swiss feed. And if you add citrus fruits or fresh fruits in general to the aged fish, you can deepen the flavor. And also, I wasn't aiming for Japanese cuisine in the first place. I was making my own. I've forgotten. This is the kind of man he is. He cooks as if he's just playing around in the kitchen. Once during Sir Shokugeki, a gourmet judge described each he's cooking as fiercely aggressive Japanese cuisine. Oh my god, look at the 3 edit. Wait. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. An 8-headed dragon. 8-headed dragon. I think that's supposed to be play after the legend, the Japanese legend Orochi. I think I might have gotten the name wrong, but I do remember the dragon being very much in Japanese cuisine, in Japanese mythology, as the dragon boss from Okami. I think I might have just the reference for it, but it looks vague. It looks very similar with the 8 heads. It was like he just saw an image of him just standing in front of dragons. You will taste this dish and you will like it. And I'm going almost 12 minutes. The crispiness of the eel, sick of the eel's skin, and the juiciness of the oil, the perfectly clear richness of the liver soup, the cheese, peppercorns, and garlic chips, the flavor and textures all melting together. A transcendent deliciousness. It's true that this sake has a few rough spots standing out in its fragrance, but because of that roughness, it blends very well with the savory smell of the eel. Because it doesn't have as much sweetness as usual, it naturally harmonizes with the olive oil and garlic. And that's something you can do with other brands of cooking sake. This Japanese rice wine was the clincher that completed this dish. You can take into account the ingredients' flaws and turn into them strengths. To think that this chef who can perfectly execute such a task is still yet a student in school is positively shocking. So, Shirsu-kun, how does it taste? You can say what you want about me, but it's my duty to take the honor of the dorm's residents. Now I'm not acting based on my personal feelings, but based on my responsibility as their upperclassman. So I do prostrate yourself. If you would, you'll do that for me? He's not giving up on this. His malice is intent is overflowing. But after tasting this dish, I just can't oppose it all. Now, will you apologize? Damn it all! Misuse. Wait, what is it? Misuse. Seriously, sorry, dude. Oh my god, that's what it translates to? Oh my god, I did not expect that. The judging is over. The winner of the second card of the first bout is Ishige Satoshi. Yeah, buddy, that is 2 straight wins right there. So Julio takes the L here. Okay. But now the third card is next. No, the third card of the second mat is next. We still have yet to fully introduce the new member of the Elite 10 who just got in. Who's going against the 4/3 seed. That is next week. I was almost for sure. I think there's like one more page. Oh, no, just a fan. Okay. Now to the third match. Now we're up to the third card of the first bout. We have no idea how that dish is going to turn. Let alone the theme of that dish. Let alone that thing. But now that we have 2 straight victories for the Rebel side, it may be looking up, but we don't know exactly how good the new Elite 10 member is. But that's until next week, so until then, leave a like, subscribe, comment below, share it with a friend, and I'll see you all then. Laters!